Yeah, let's talk about Power in 3 and how I made this be like the KJ model, the A plus model. This right here is such a good setup. So Power 3 is basically Power 3. You can look from a daily, but I use it in intraday and I use it for 15-minute time frames, 5-minute time frames, macros, and all that stuff. It's the same thing. I'm looking for this. This is your Power 3. Like this, look at this, and I promise I'm gonna show you some examples. Power 3, accumulation, manipulation. So we have accumulation, price going sideways, building and generating buy side liquidity is what I'm seeing. Coming down, stopping these people out, right? It stops these people out. Once we stop people out, we're looking for a model to come back up. We got inversion for value gap. We have breaker blocks. We have a lot of different things we can be using that here. But basically, you're looking for us to trade back up. The reason I said this is kind of KJ model, that I kind of just say in my mind, and I call it that, but my brain tells me this is an A plus setup. Is my setup is looking for accumulation, manipulation, coming back up, and I'm taking this all the way back up, and I'm getting out right here. That is like my trade. I'll leave runners, but once we take internal liquidity, I'm getting out. And I'm going to show you two beautiful examples. I literally took them. I literally talked about them on the trades and everything like that. And you can see this is my mindset going into it. The only thing you need to do is look at a bias of you bullish or bearish. Obviously, it's a whole different video, but let's just say in both scenarios, you're going to be bullish. And then once you see that, you will see that we start accumulating, drop down. We take these people out of the trade. Notice how I'm not getting in right here. I'm not catching the high, the lowest low. I'm waiting for price to show me that, hey, we are showing respect to this aura block. We're showing respect to this inversion for value gap. I'm going to show you what that means. And I'm getting in like right up in here. I'm taking it above these or at these, excuse me, right there. I'm taking it above or at these internal liquidity. And then you can leave runners, all that good stuff. But I'm telling you, I usually aim for internal liquidity and usually I'm aiming for something external, but I just want that to be my draw. I'm promise you I'm gonna make sense of this. So this would be like your external draw. This right here can be new wick open the gap. It can be anything. But basically, I'm not even waiting for the price to get there. I'm getting out somewhere at internal or at eternal. I got two examples. I promise to talk about. So that's the Power 3. If you don't, I promise you're gonna make sense of this in the trade. This right here, this price action, this to me is looking like a buy. If I was bullish, I'm bullish on the high time frame. I already talked about how I took this trade. This is literally this. Y'all see how this is accumulation in this area right here. This is that. This is accumulation. All this, I'm looking at generating sell side, generating sell side, generating sell side, and we have buy side that has not been taken out. All right, so we got sell side. Let's mark it out. Sell side, and I want to do this in real time so you can see it. Buy side, all right? Notice how we leave these highs intact, right? We have not stopped. This is a lot of buy side, like all these highs, all this stack liquidity. Where do we take out first? We took out sell side. We drop down lower, okay? This is where I'll be thinking, oh, we're gonna keep going lower, keep going lower. Absolutely not. This is where you can go back and start targeting this generated buy side, which is literally right here. What I mean by this is making this a really A plus, and why I call it KJ model, whatever you want to call it, is I am doing two things. A, we took around a sell side, right? Sell side's been taken. Sell side's been taken. Now I'm looking at, do we have internal? We have internal. I'm also layering that with some type of draw liquidity. In this case, this new week open the gap. So long story short, we have two reasons to at least take internal, right? We have two very, very, very good reasons, or three. We already took out three reasons. Really, we took out sell side, drop down, market shift backing up, getting in, taking out internal, and I think we got external factors, which is in this case is new week open the gap. That's all I need for it to be an A plus. I'm not taking the trade all the way up here. You can leave runners, all the good stuff, but sometimes you just know for a fact that whether if we turn around and start trading down lower, or if we continue to go up, either way it goes, we're more likely to at least take out this buy stops right here, and that's why I'm kind of getting in and out right there. I'll show this as an example in the trade recap or a trade breakdown in the channel. You can go look at. Took the trade, everything. I promise you, is same. This is what I'm looking at. This is that, right? Boom. Generate buy side. I was bullish. We drop down. Don't chase it. You don't have to chase it. There's no reason to chase it. We start marking shifting up. This is that price action right there. I told you I don't try to buy it at the very low. I want to see what reaction we'll get out here. I saw the reaction of us respecting this inversion fair value gap right here. This is an inversion fair value gap that we start respecting. And I'm getting in right here. I didn't get in right here. Or right there, or this low right there. I'm letting see what it was price doing. Getting in right here. Targeted buy side. Internal. Getting somewhere up in here. Stop was right here. It was stop like that. That right there, in my opinion, is a bread and butter A+ setup. Looking for buy side to be taken. Because we already took sell side, right? I'm not chasing price. I'm not chasing it for it to come down. We took sell side. Had inversion fair value gap. And I'm getting in. And I'm attacking this. The difference is, and why we got kind of A+, a lot of people don't talk about this, is like they will take this and try to go like this. Me personally, I don't do that anymore. You can leave a runner, sure, but at internal liquidity / because you got to remember, we'll zoom out real quick. We'll zoom out. This is internal, y'all. Like this whole price swing, this is internal of this whole range, right? So this is internal of this whole range. But I just basically scaled it down and looked at it from an intraday standpoint, whereas the power threes happening, accumulation, we're coming back up, proportion block, inversion for value gap, a lot of different ways you can get in the trade. But again, this is how I get in the trade. And basically this is me talking buy side and going up. And I have new wick open the gap to also target as well. So the trade looks something similar to like that. And like I said, we did take that and I'll show you in the video. But you probably like, okay, does it happen again? And it keeps happening. Like I'm telling y'all, this is again same thing. Just like really start thinking about looking at. I'll be looking for this all the time. Say you was bullish, right? We drop down, we accumulated. This is this. Remember, the only thing you need to do is the bias. After you see the bias, you're going up or down. Now it's just looking for this type of information. Accumulation. All this is just accumulation in what I saw. We drop down, we sharply come back up. When we sharply come back up, I'm looking at how we're respecting this fair value gap right here. If you can see it, zoom in. That is a bullish fair value gap. I would have got in right there. I would wait and then see if we made this proportion block. That's exactly what I'm getting in. This is the same exact trade. Doing the exact same thing. Probably looks something like this. This was internal right here. So once we took internal, the only difference is in this case we was closer to the existing draw on liquidity. So I see this is your external buy side liquidity. Again, time is fractal. I'm seeing this is internal. So then this would be your external, right? So basically after internal, I will put that break even or you can take profits right there. But it's just, to me, the risk reward wouldn't make sense to me at that point. I would let the trade just go a little further and I will aim for external. I wouldn't have done this. I would probably have done something just like this. Going for that rejection block right there. That's it. That's just like basis, like really stuff. Because if we do come down lower, right? We come down lower, right? That's why this is exactly why I start doing this. Because I don't know if we're gonna get the highest high. I don't know if we can go up here. I don't know. And you can see literally we took this buy side, and guess what we did? We went to the opposite side of the trade or the other side of the market. Again, whether we might go up to go down or we may go up to keep going up. Either way it goes, we're probably gonna go up to at least take an internal, and that's what I've been trying to like really focus on. Again, I got one more example. It's another bullish example because I'm using real price action and some trades I really took, but obviously the same idea works both ways. This right here. I don't post all my trades that I take, but this was a trade that I did take. But it's the same idea. You could probably see right here. You can see the same. It's the same idea. This was, I was bullish. We came back here into this fair value gap on this 15 minutes. This is a fair value gap. This right here. What is this? Areas right here. Accumulation. All this just generating buy side. Just generate buy side. Just generate buy side. All this just stacked highs. We come down. We drop down. We took out sell side. I mean, we can keep marking it out right here. Boom. Sell side has been taken. Power 3. Once we come down, right, into this 15-minute fair value gap, we sharply shoot back up. sharply shoot back up, right? So that's again, remember that schematic, it looks something like this, sharp down, and then we come back up. This is this. It's all happening all over again. Accumulation, manipulation, come back up. And again, for my entry points, I'm looking to get somewhere like this. Like I said, I wouldn't have got in right here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see it, respect, and see what it does. So I would got in something like this, or I would got in right here when we start coming back above this, making this a bullish order block. I mean a proportion block, right? This is a proportion block. When an order block is something, the order block would be a proportion block. So I would got in something like this. Guess what we're doing? And we go. Remember, this is internal, right? This is internal. This is internal. In this case, in this schematic, this would be your external, right? Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. Let's not get confused. This has got to be external. This is internal. This is what I want to see. We got two draws on liquidity. That's why you want that. We got buy side. I'll mark it out. We got buy side. And we have an external draw on liquidity. I don't need this to be hit. It did get hit today. It get hit on this day. I didn't need it to be hit. Right? We got two draws of liquidity. That's what I always want. That makes it A plus. I am getting in and out right here. This is exactly how my trade will look like right here. Literally. Maybe something like this got a little higher. And then when we took this buy side right here, I'll promise you I was at break even. And I locked in profits right here. I'm not waiting for this high side to get hit. If it does, it doesn't. I don't care. I'm waiting for it. And my stop loss like right here. I'm moving my stop up as we trade up. So I'm waiting for, again, for this idea of getting for buy side, going for external or going for internal. Once we take internal, I am taking profits. I'm moving my stop to break even. If not, I'm taking the whole trade off if I was able to get in a good area. And that just, for me personally, it makes a lot more, it makes a lot more sense for me to get in these trades because now you're not going for external. And sometimes external gets hit. In this case it did, but sometimes it doesn't, right? But one thing I do know, for us to go up, for us to go down, we probably going to take buy side. And then we start shifting down lower because you can see literally we tag this external liquidity and we start shooting lower. Sometimes I'm telling you that's not going to happen. We're going to literally take this internal and start shooting down lower. And then either you're at break even or you should have took profits. And I'm telling you, I've been into too many trades for me to validate that you shouldn't have some type of internal, take partials or something like that. I hope that makes a lot more sense. Again, that's why a lot of people don't talk about taking trades and just going for internal liquidity. For me, that's my bread and butter setup because either way it goes, you're usually going to have to get hit, even if we go the opposite direction. I can be wrong and be right. That's what I'm trying to get at. And usually, sometimes you got draw liquidity and you got a new wick open the gap. This is the perfect time to leave runners, right? So it's whatever you want, how you kind of view it. But me personally, the way I use AMD Power 3 is intraday in an intraday level. And basically looking down, okay, if we generate buy side, or in this case, we generate buy side, I'm looking for us to go back all the way up in that direction. I'm not looking to chase us going lower into deep premium. That has happened. I have missed moves because we were able to shoot on down, but more likely I'm looking for this type of price action instead of me just chasing price. I want to see manipulation. I want to see a target. I want to see objectives. I want to see things that I can actually trade and actually target during the trade. That's just me, and I feel comfortable trading like that. So this definitely helps. Like I said, you can call it KJ model or whatever, but just my brain tells me this means I can put a lot of risk on this trade because they usually play out. So hopefully it helps. Hope you kind of understand the Power 3 again. It's not get confusing. You don't have to look at it from a daily standpoint. I don't. You can, the idea, but I just look at it from sessions and or macros and intraday level. But it's the same concept: accumulation, manipulation. And I think a lot of people don't talk about how you can get in and out of the market at internal liquidity. Yes, I said that right. Internal, not external, internal. So, yep. Hope this video helps, and see you next one.